I'm actually looking at the trucks right now as I'm talking to you. Around 16 of them out of a convoy of around 300 or so moved from a town that was about 40 kilometers from the border and moved right up alongside the border, really just 100 meters or so. So 16 of those trucks came just now. They've parked here. The Russian side, the Russian Emergencies Ministry, who's organizing or overseeing this convoy, says they're going to wait here for Red Cross inspection, although no representatives of the Red Cross are yet on the scene. As ever, throughout the development of this story over the last 3 days or so, there's been a big veil of confusion about exactly who is taking responsibility for what. Which sides, whether it is Russia, Ukraine, the Red Cross, have agreed to how these goods might be transferred and delivered into Ukraine. But after 2 days of essentially sitting in place in one location, 16 of those trucks again have moved right up to the edge of the border, where Russian officials on site now say they will wait for inspection. When those inspections will happen, also a big question.
Now, Joshua, of course, this Sunday in Berlin, we are seeing an emergency meeting that will take place later this afternoon between the foreign ministers of Russia, Ukraine, France, and Germany. What more can you tell us about this?
Well, it looks like all of these events, Russia's initiative to send this humanitarian convoy, a last diplomatic push, it all may be part of a kind of end game towards reaching whether a political or otherwise solution to this conflict. The humanitarian convoy, many have interpreted, certainly Ukraine fears it's a kind of wedge for further Russian intervention that could either see humanitarian goods escorted into Ukraine by Russian troops, or the trucks themselves being used to create so-called facts on the ground that would create a kind of frozen conflict situation. So I think all sides, Ukraine, the West, very aware of the potential for this, what this humanitarian convoy could lead to on the ground in Ukraine. And I think that that's really inspired all sides to dig in one more time, try one more time on the diplomatic route. I think there's an expectation, or at least a hope, that we're reaching the end of this conflict. Ukraine making advances on the ground, taking territory, however, doing so with great civilian losses. I think that that's something all sides are aware of. Russia doesn't necessarily want to go into a full-scale intervention, so there may be some kind of, as many people are calling it, face-saving way for all sides to put an end to this conflict, and that's certainly something that foreign ministers in Berlin are trying to do today.